Did you know that yesterday's hands-off protests were peaceful, not because black people didn't show up, but because white people did? Hello, I'm Earl from CBU, Crackers Being Useful, and I want to get into this. I've been seeing some stuff about how peaceful the protests were yesterday, and people are correlating that with the fact that most black people stayed at home. If anything, this proves how aggressive the police are with black protesters. It has nothing to do with the protesters that didn't show up. It has everything to do with the protesters that did show up. It was peaceful because white people are treated differently by the police than black people. And another thing I want to add right here at the end is I'm seeing a lot of stuff from white folks talking about how we got to do something because they were raised white trash, they were raised poor, so on and so forth. I want you to stop for a second. If you've been telling yourself this, if you've been telling yourself that you know the black experience because you are white trash or raised poor, I need you to stop equating poverty with black people. Please. Y'all have a good day.
So on 5th April, the hands-off protests took place all over the states of America. And most of the blacks stayed home, as we all know, as we all saw on the news and everywhere. And whites aren't really happy with this. They really don't get it why blacks decided to stay home. Blacks came onto social media, TikTok and everywhere, urging fellow blacks not to attend because it's not a black fight. And whites are fuming about this. But remember, whatever they're fighting for is benefiting everyone. It wouldn't have been the same because the protest was peaceful and it was productive as it went. But blacks argue that if it had more blacks in it, it wouldn't have been as peaceful as it was. What do you think? Let's listen to these whites and let's hear what they like to say about this.
I went to my first protest on Saturday, and it was successful, it was peaceful, and now there's a lot more work to keep doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm completely uncomfortable with everything that I'm doing. I am stepping outside all of my comfort zones, but it's the right thing to do. I'm not sure that there's a choice. It's what we need to be doing. Standing up for people who don't have their own voice in this country right now.
Rosa Parks' boycott took over 15 months. One protest won't do anything. No, see, this is where you're wrong, because this protest was the beginning of the movement. Nobody who participated on April 5th thinks that that is the only action. Nobody who participated on April 5th thinks that that one day is going to stop the coup. But you have to start somewhere. You have to gather people. You have to build people's morale up. You have to launch a movement. People are not going to commit to a 15 or 18 month long strike unless they have learned to acquire the skills during shorter duration events. We have to help people level up, and that was the point of April 5th. A mass mobilization event to alert the public, our electeds, corporations, as to the size of the resistance. To let folks know we are just getting going, and now is a good time to join the party.
Okay, tell me if anyone has ever gotten their inbox flooded, especially after the elections, with people saying, hey, I don't mean to offend you, but I just wanted to ask you a question. Now, I get flooded with messages from random accounts, and a lot of it is like sugar baby bullshit that you know is fucking bullshit, and the others are, if I put 5,000 in your account right now, what would you do with it? Again, bullshit, all bots. But there's always that one, they always ask the same question, like, I don't mean to offend you, but I have a question for you. And when I go to their profiles, they actually have videos, like, of them talking. It's not just like pictures that they're putting in videos to make you think they're a real person. They're actually talking, and they absolutely hate MAGA. So now I'm like, okay, this girl goes around saying that she got paid as a conservative to go to these hands-off protests. They told her to bring her own sign. They gave her talking points, and they had her fill out a survey and told her to put herself in the shoes of a liberal when she's filling out that survey. So now I'm starting to wonder, are you guys really going on TikTok right now trying to recruit people for these protests? Because I'm just going to tell the left right now, maybe you're not involved in that paying aspect. But just know that if there's people going out there and being paid to stand beside you, like the whatever message you are sending out there is obviously bullshit. If you have to pay people to go out there and fight for whatever it is you want to fight for, it's most likely bullshit. And if you are someone who does believe in the left, but you only went out there because they're paying you, yeah, anything that comes out of your mouth at this point is bullshit. So who knows? Maybe she's lying. Maybe all of this is just, people who like to go online and talk shit and go, you must have been paid to be there. But just the fact that she came out with that video, I'm like, this is weird. I still don't want to interact with these people because you never know. They could be bots. They could be AI. It could be some guy in China for all I know. But it's weird. So I don't know if anybody else got these messages, but if that's what's really happening, then wow, the Democratic Party has just fucking lost it.
It's Joe from Georgia. So just to let everyone know, if you missed the hands-off protest this past weekend, and a ton of people said they knew nothing about it, well, it's happening again on April the 19th. These protests are going to be often. They're not just going to be a one-time thing. So everyone who was there this past weekend, remember, that was basically almost a word-of-mouth social media. This time they are going to be reaching out in a lot of different ways to get as many people organized as possible. Now, folks, we know we do this for our country. We're doing this for democracy. We need everyone to include, it doesn't just have to be Democrats, folks. We want the independents out there. We want people who see that what's going on is not normal. It's just not normal what's going on. And to punish Americans the way that they're going to be punished, those who rely on any type of subsistence from the United States government. So on April the 19th, you have an opportunity again to protest at Hands Off. April 19th.
It's always the ones with the no profile picture and the weird username that come out of the woodwork and have something interesting to say. This just screams, stop making fun of us. My dude, nobody's offended by what you're doing right now. Nobody's offended. It's hilariously missing the mark. Every bit of your protesting, every bit of your taking a stand, it is hilariously missing the mark. And you need to understand that. You also need to understand that adults, we only laugh about 8 times a day. It's a really sad statistic. 8 times a day, we find something to chuckle about. And so if you're going to keep giving us material, we're going to keep finding reasons to laugh and find reasons to make fun of it. You guys have and will continue to miss the mark. And I'm going to be real with you. Yes, conservatives have also done the whole boycott thing. They did it with Target. They wanted to do it with Netflix. They're doing it with Disney. I don't participate in that shit either. I don't do rallies. I don't fucking put a flag on my car. I don't do that shit. Because I also understand that misses the mark as well. But you guys are just, I don't think you can see the mark. You're literally trying to throw everything at the wall and hoping something sticks and there's a message that you can drive in and you're just missing the mark. The only thing you've made us pay attention to is the fact that you are destroying people's personal property. Nobody's coming out and supporting that message. And the rest of your messages are just so muddied and weird and it doesn't make sense. And it needs captions and subtitles. You are missing the mark, and it is funny. So if your FYP page is full of people like me who are telling you that you're missing the mark and making fun of it, it's for a reason. And that reason is you guys are giving us way too much material.
Just a quick reminder, you're not imagining things. This is really happening. If you ever wondered how the mustache man rose to power, this is how it happens. Watch the news, the stuff that you don't see on mainstream media. Pay attention. This is real. There is no point in being afraid. There's no point in fearing death, because I assure you, living in the regime that they are laying out right now as we speak, that shit ain't worth living in. So you better be prepared to die. You'd better get yourself right with whatever your version of the creator or the universe or your karma or whatever the fuck you believe in. You better get right with that shit. You better figure out how you can contribute to the resistance. And yes, I said the resistance. And I know the fucking FBI and the NSA and all those motherfuckers are watching too. Don't fucking care. I am Spartacus. Go fuck yourselves, you fucking Gestapo. Everybody else, you're not crazy. This is real. This is fascism in the United States of America. You gonna put up with it? Or you gonna do whatever it takes to stop it? Whatever it takes.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Blacks.